That's a kiss to remember. They are playing great defense, though, Carolina. Ooh, Johnson may have gotten away with one.
Yeah, he got Brunson in the face.
Here's another one of the mismatches now. They harass the passer, which makes it tough to get in.
Paige looking for a three.
He's got it. Love this. Shoot off the bounce. The knockdown.
Back at the pavilion on campus. They're going wild. Paige.
Look at this kid.
Ties it right back at 46. Off the bench, Booth has been the star here tonight for Villanova. Leads them in scoring with 14. Paige, quick three. Got it.
That means you.
Let it fly.
He wasn't even square.
The lead is 7 for the Wildcats. As Paige tries to take it again, it does.
How about that little show? It's all about the big guy using those puppies to ward off, force him wide. Nice screen.
Here's Paige.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They are.
Goes ahead and takes it inside, and it somehow rattles out. Carolina fights for it and gets the putback. It's Barry, who had the hot hand from 3 in the first half. They're going to have to do something from the outside now. It's Paige off balance. Puts it Richardson in traffic, had it taken away by Barry. Up ahead they go. Paige, he'll put up the jumper, and Carolina's on a little roll here. He lost control of it. Up ahead to Paige, his second basket of the night.
Stick to it in this confidence. That move deep. Had the elevation inchwise over Paige.
This is the time he plays right now.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's a second half guy. You're right.
Buckets the last 2 times down the floor, including a massive 3. 10 unanswered for the Orange.
Right now, North Carolina lost their rhythm.
Paige for the first time tonight hit
In charge, Richardson, not just from deep, right at the rim as well.
But now he's saddled with his 4th foul. He's got 17 points. 11 have come since halftime. Paige, go ahead and take it. And he gets that. So how many of those have we seen tonight? He's having. What a game.
He's really plugging.
Yes, he is.
He's a little tired getting back here now. They're panting.
Down to the baseline, into the paint. Paige, he is all set for this one. And he delivers it.
Yeah, he shot a pick set by Bonzi Colson. And a nice job of Demetrius Jackson probe and get into the paint to finish.
Jackson did not go to the hole much against Wisconsin in the first half, but that's really how Notre Dame started their scoring run in the second half. As Paige gets the loose ball and Barry's on the other end with 3, so the shots are falling early. Paige again, almost the same spot, same. A 12-0 run for the Fighting Irish.
That is huge. You talked about it, B.A. Now Notre Dame has the size and advantage down there on the block.
Marcus Paige takes Pistoria up and over August. Wow.
First possession goes down to Kennedy. Meeks, nice move. Didn't convert.
Joe Barry will handle most of the point guard duties, but there will always be 2 point guards on the floor, 2 ball handlers with Barry and Marcus Paige. And both are spectacular together. Paige, the leader, the lefty, Barry 6'8" across their front line. On the tables, Williams, no. Meeks kept it alive, and it's Paige who clears it away. Here's Justin Jackson. Spins, and he finds Paige. Second 3-point try. Second.
And that's the improvement of Yogi's game. Always been a nice spot-up 3-point shooter, but in transition, off the bounce, that is a difficult shot. Yogi's making it look easy.
Third 3-point try. That's 3. And Barry picks the pocket of Farrell. And Barry lost the handle. He seems a little uneasy here to start the game. He's lost a couple. How about Paige again? Oh, my goodness. Step back, he drops it.
He is talented. At 6'7", he can handle the basketball. He makes plays. He does a little bit of everything. And like you said, very comfortable with that step back.
Paige, I tell you, he's scoring 12 of the first 14 points for the Tar Heels. Brian will step back every now and then. He can't get this one to go. Johnson clears it away. And Carolina moves it. Here's Paige for three.
Game watching him right in front of me.
Well, you got Roy Williams with a knee brace on and surgery coming on that knee at the end of the season. And now Brave, two hobble coaches. I doubt it'll keep him in their seat, however.
Unfortunately for Mike Bray on the sticky mat.
I mean, it's a sticky mat for a reason. Right?
Yeah, it is, but it's too close to those coaches.
Marcus Paige, one more three.
Carolina's going to send three every time to the offensive glass as Barry comes up with the steal.
Breakaway, Paige. Feed from Barry.
Got it! There's our first one. 1 of 6.
He's got 8.
Oh boy, he's lucky he didn't pick up his second foul.
Benson is in. Paige 3. Card! In the second half, 6 of 9. 3. No. Oh, and put back in!
Wide open look. Lindsay back-to-back wide open looks.
3 of 16, Providence. Paige a triple. Wow. Look. Inside. Morant got it. On the doorstep. Couldn't get it to go.
Pretty good pass there by Simmons over the top. You love to see big-to-big passes down low.
It's a Paige triple. Grant, nice defense. Pickpockets it. Here we go again. Paige on the fly, a triple. Kennedy meets Jackson. The ball right now is Barry. Down low, Paige. And Bryce Johnson. That's the Tar Heel 5 beginning the second half. Nervous energy from a North Carolina crowd here in Raleigh.
Has to be better energy for Carolina here in the second half.
In the regular season, had 12, 7, and 5 turnovers in that game. This is a guy who had a sensational season. Were not for Brogdon, would have been ACC Player of the Year, but Johnson having a great night so far tonight. Tipped away, but recovered by Paige.
So that bounce pass from that distance is not going to make it.
Paige the drive, pull up over Hall. North Carolina has the lead.
Well, that
Paige is good at that. Tough layup, too.
well, that's right out of their secondary break. Then can Virginia. Roy Williams trying to take advantage of that.
Small lineup out there right now for Carolina. Marcus Paige comes up with a steal. Paige is going all the way.
Virginia turning the ball over.
Britt.
Carolina gang rebounding. The guards down there rebounding on the defensive end. You have to have all 5 guys rebounding against Virginia. But Virginia sends 3 guys back. They only send 2 guys to the offensive glass. They just want to take away transition primarily.
Rebounds dead even tonight at 18. Shot clock running down again. Paige using the screen, pulls up for the long jumper, and Carolina back within 1.
It doesn't look like it. Just a freshman, has not played a ton of minutes.
Brogdon goes by and had it stripped away, and Johnson comes up with it.
And Johnson has had a really nice game.
He's worked hard at both ends, has passed the ball very well as well. Jump stop, Paige, and Carolina has the lead. Bastoria inside the arc. Another rebound for Johnson.
Again, going to a ball screen situation to put Kennedy Meeks in that screen. And that can free up the ball handler for a shot.
Marcus Paige for 3. And Michigan, what a win they picked up over Indiana. Duncan Robinson hit a 3. Indiana came down with a chance to win it. Michigan got a steal. Back the other way, Cameron Chapman hit a 3. And the Wolverines picked up a huge win over the Indiana Hoosiers today. Marcus Paige again.
What a mission.
Hicks over Ryan, and August comes over to block it. Carolina ball, 15 to shoot. All kinds of mismatches. Paige over August, his 3rd 3 of the half.
Going to lose in the final, then I think they've still got a shot. But their RPI is so low. That's a huge problem.
Nice pass. Meeks to Paige.
Paige is such a good.
If he decides to come back with the class they've got coming in, relatively speaking to some of the other ACC powers, Jay, Notre Dame loses. They do lose some good players, but they don't lose as much as some of the other teams. And Mike Bray's pretty excited about the future.
Yeah, Notre Dame's going to be there. I mean, with all the years in the Big East and all the changes they've had, and
Mark's losses by a total of 22 points, but yet the narrative most year, they're underachieving, they're a little soft.
And it's been a constant criticism. They don't make enough perimeter shots. Obviously, the struggles of Marcus Paige has been a season-long story for this group, but I still think they're the deepest, most talented, highest ceiling team, and there's the jump shot.
Texas as the Big 12 gets underway.
I thought Jay was a better dancer than I just saw on that screen.
Paige scores. I have not seen him dance. For Coach Dixon. Marcus Paige.
They will seat a medical red shirt for him to come back next year. Grayson Allen for three. Paige flying down the court with the lane. Probably missing only a minute or so of game time.
North Carolina needs to attack the paint, whether they pass it into the middle where it says ACC or drive it. Chase Jeter, a freshman, is in the middle.
Paige for three. Knocks it down, and the lead grows to 7.
Boy, what a night. Jackson guarding Brandon Ingram.
Allen misses the three, hit the deck looking for a foul, and because he hit the deck looking for a foul, nobody's back, and Marcus Paige.
Three. But he has 10 points. Jim Boeheim says he hasn't even shot the ball well in practice lately. Different story tonight.
You know what he did? He sprinted into that shot, and it felt like there was so much confidence.
Paige, the response. 5 games, Doris, 20 assists, 2 turnovers for Justin Jackson. Cooney a miss. Syracuse might be in the danger zone here. Paige down the lane, strips it home, and a foul.
Well, Gill's 11 of his last 29 from the field. He really has been struggling, and that was a difficult shot to start out the ballgame.
He's given up some size in the matchup with Meeks.
Virginia looks like they're switching that low cross screen by North Carolina.
Marcus Paige knocks down his first shot. It's a court.
You have to look into the corners here.
Stolen away by Paige.
A lazy pass.
And he'll take it the distance to bring Carolina back within 6.
Boy, Virginia really took advantage of Carolina's pre-switching on that out of bounds underneath, and they got caught with some really bad matchups.
Paige with an answer at the other end. 1 of 2. 6-point game. 20 seconds left. Paige got it. 3-point game.
You got to have help against Barber. Once he gets going and gets that close to the basket, there's very little you can do except foul.
Paige. Oh, the iron kind to Martin. Tough shot.
That's great defense by Pinson. Cody Martin is not a three-point shooter, so you can drop off him and then get back and help when you help out against Barber.
Paige gets the peek from Meeks. Launches a tough three.
And Boo has worked trying to get position on the inside. Hasn't gotten discouraged when the ball hasn't come his way either.
Paige with a teardrop. The 12. NC State not fouling, at least at this point. Playing straight up, down a dozen. Paige for 3. And that.
Avon Reed with the push shot. We're knotted up at 6 apiece.
You mentioned Johnson. Royce saying it's both his fault and the team's fault. Nice penetration and kiss.
And it's Paige off. The Spaniard is in for the Hurricanes.
Markham College out of Philly. Good shooter, catch and shoot guy. They can put it on the deck.
Paige. Long three. Marcus Paige.
Position by Duke. The shot fake. But the real key there is attacking the big guy that is guarding a perimeter player. North Carolina's big guys had better get used to guarding ball screens and dribble handoffs. It's going to happen all night.
Floater Paige, soft touch. Well, you wonder if Duke can handle Carolina's side. Allen, crowd wanted to travel. It's a 2-point game.
He just tried to overpower Nate Britt when Britt had to switch off onto him.
Paige scoops it up and in.
Yeah, I think that's what North Carolina has to do more of.
Ball. Robinson with the drop step has it blocked by Kennedy Meeks.
Got a 2-on-1. Nice pass to Paige. He's in the box score.
What an outlet pass again.
Robinson, drop step, knocked away, fast break. This is Jackson again, looks into the corner, Paige for three, yes! Largest lead of the game for the Tar Heels.
This game that the Panthers have been able to convert an offensive rebound. They've got 8 offensive rebounds, but that's the first time 2 points have been the result.
Marcus Paige, jump stop, bucket. Nobody does it better than Paige. Here's another turnover, and Paige, with another feed, gets it back, and he's left alone beyond the arc. Splash! Timeout, Pitt!
Mentioned it. He talked about how he had discussed that with his team all week. We talked to North Carolina Sports Information Director Steve Kirshner before the game, and he mentioned it. There's Marcus Paige. Kirsch said
big leads that evaporated against both Louisville and Notre Dame. That one does not fall for A.J. Turner. The one with Notre Dame seemed to be sort of a Twilight Zone set of circumstances. Straight line drives. They gave up a lot of fouls. And as you so aptly put it, and Roy did to us today, second chance opportunities can't have it. As Marcus Paige, D4-46.
You know, Tim, and there's been talk about will Boston College win an ACC game this year? And how amazing would that be as Marcus Paige answers with the biggest upset in college basketball this year if the Eagles are able to pull it off?
Paige gets it back. Yes, sir. And one.
On post moves, they've got a turnaround jumper over their strong shoulder. They've got a jump hook, counter moves.
In rhythm, Marcus Paige.
Well, in transition too. He got down the court, quick double team. You got to make a catch, be a receiver, catch, face the defense, and then make a play where you're playing 4-on-3 on the back end.
Carolina got to stop. Henson almost traveled. Paige going to try another deep one, and maybe Marcus is starting to feel that shooting. Paige going to try another three, and he knocks it in. That's 3 3-pointers for Marcus Paige.
Isolation on the left side.
Joel James back into the game. He catches the air ball.
Notre Dame's kind of going on their own a little bit now. They're getting some decent shots, but they're forcing some too.
Paige now, he's officially feeling it. Little ball. How about that strong move? Again, trouble finishing for Jackson. Crowd wanted a foul. Justin Jackson pushing. Notre Dame not back in time to stop Marcus Paige. His 5th triple.
At Notre Dame, make Demetrius Jackson and Steve Vastore give up the ball, see if they can create some turnovers as they did late against Louisville.
Marcus Paige is shaking. 5-point lead, under 90 seconds to go. Paige, 2 straight buckets for Marcus, and a quick timeout for Carolina.
How about Onawaku?
We talked about this in the first half. Both of these teams do a great job outscoring you inside the paint, but thus far it's been Louisville's advantage inside.
Kennedy Meeks, Marcus Paige. Shot that one confidently. Marcus Paige. Onawaku. Limited minutes in the first half due to foul trouble. Missed the shorty. And Paige on the run up. Put it high off the glass.
That's a big swing right there. Anxious to see where Carolina goes on this possession. Again, playing in the half court. Again, having to execute against this tough defense.
Louisville shot 54% in this half to open up the 7-point lead. Paige. Up shot. Made it.
Wow. That's a big.
That's what they've really improved over the season. They have at times played down to their competition. And maybe that's what we're seeing in the initial minutes. The catch, the fire by Paige, and he knocks in a 3. 17 for contest. And he actually had a leg injury that caused him to miss a year at Florida, which is the reason why he was able to get the graduate transfer year to come play at Boston College. And he is definitely. And here's Johnson to lead the break. Jump shot from the wing. That ball dropped in for Britt. Nice follow by Paige. And 2 more for. And not something you see often from this North Carolina team. We mentioned how well they've handled the basketball this year. Just over 10 turnovers per game.
and now they give BC opportunities. However, the answer
moving their feet, defending without fouling, because you know Virginia Tech's going to put their head down and try to get to the basket.
Hudson the miss. Here comes North Carolina. Marcus Paige has been in a shooting slump, and an encouraging sign with an early. You see Buzz Williams, just year number 2. Well, what a coup it was to get him from Marquette to this program, indicating the commitment to basketball here in Blacksburg. Quick three. That's a long.
It's hard to believe you'd have that many looks from 3 and just not have them go down, but that's been the story the last couple of games for Wake.
Can kill your confidence when you miss those easy ones early.
Paige, the scoop, rolls in, and there's his first.
Bull with a terrific spin inside the paint for 2.
Power move by Abu, coming off a 21-13 game at 6 assists in the game as well.
Paige on the wing, hitting 42% beyond the 3. Little turnaround shot, a lot of iron, and a great touch.
What a tremendous.
No longer the case. North Carolina, much better shooting team and a much better free throw shooting team. You can't expect to get to the line quite as much against Syracuse because of that zone, but having Marcus Paige.
Got a ton of perimeter shots up, worked one-on-one in the low post, so I think it's a matter of getting some practices under his belt, and I think he'll be in the lineup Saturday.
They've gone 6-0 without him. Paige fouled while shooting a 3. BC. And the follow by Beasley's well short. So Florida State struggling their first game this year against a ranked opponent. In the spotlight of Big Monday, perhaps some of these young players a bit nervous. Paige. Bacon. Bacon again. Joel James got a hand on it. The crowd wanted a foul. And it is a big crowd hoping to get engaged. But the home team has done little to activate the fans. That's another. Another turnover. Barry sends it ahead to Paige. Running the floor and goaltending. Count the bucket for. Start has gone ice cold. Beasley to the bucket, blocked by Bryce Johnson, cleanly so. And the run out for Marcus Paige. What a huge. Beasley went for the steal, didn't get it. Paige. Benji Bell tried to shed Paige in the lane. Tip, but it wouldn't drop for Bojanowski, and another rebound by Bryce Johnson. He had a game not long ago. He wanted to stay in the game late because he wanted to get 20 rebounds. The next whistle, and Leonard Hamilton needs it. Brandon, the veteran, attacks wildly. Bryce Johnson held his ground. Paige leading a 3-on-1 break. Marcus Paige, count it! And a foul. That knocked down Kenny Williams.
You look at Beasley's frame. He can absorb contact. He's got great upper body strength.
6'5", 196 pounds for Beasley as a freshman. Great body control as well. These NBA people who are here tonight have been impressed by a lot of those they came to see. 7 minutes to go. Paige from right at any opponent. Bookered the miss. Johnson had it for a moment. Jackson got it off to Barry. Let the fun begin, or at least continue.
Take when you try to double team. If you beat the double team and move the ball quickly, you're going to get an open 3. The question is, can you hit him? And Marcus George's Hunt just did. And then cut by Stevens and inside the arc. He's actually a better shooter from outside the arc than inside, but he made that one.
This is Georgia Tech's largest lead of the game. But they
a better pass than that.
Brian Gregory tells him to slow it up. I think he wants to melt the clock and shorten the half. Marcus Paige wants none of it. Behind his back, left side, backs it in. Marcus George's Hunt came up on Jackson and grabbed his trousers, trying to yank him down a little bit. Here's Paige. Paige in the lane. Tough shot. Gets the bucket and the foul. He was second on that list.
And Paige, of course, has made one of the 2 Tar Heel 3-point baskets today, so the streak continues.
Lined up with a little lefty floater in the lane. That was really pretty by Jordan Roper.
Young man who survived a stroke at the age of 19. It's strange just to say that a 19-year-old who had to battle his way back from a stroke
and graduated in 3.5 years.
Paige with a jumper, all net.
Year in a row, they beat Mike Krzyzewski and Duke 2014. Chip Boeheim last year in Syracuse. Paige trying to penetrate, scoop shot, and he really loves that. He's taking a lot of shots here in the first half, but not many falling at the moment.
He's got to start weaving in, getting to the basket.
Paige does exactly that. He takes, oh, he made it!
And play going against the overplay. And Jordan Roper with an excellent backdoor cut and finish.
You talk about Roper. He had an outstanding freshman year, averaging 8 points a game. He's a senior now, but 2 weeks after the season at 19, he suffered a stroke on his way to a weightlifting session. And the top tips, right to Berry. He'll attack. Here's Paige for a three.
About 19 a game. Pittsburgh leads in assists with 20.
Johnson with a miss. Johnson with the outlet. Here comes Paige. He wants to go and sinks it with that feathery touch.
Holmes on Paige.
Paige trying to use the screen. Skipping into the lane for two. The one-hander won't fall. Tipped around and out by Noko. Hicks comes away with it. Rifling a pass to Paige to finish it.
In traffic. The pull up. And Johnson clears. Marcus Paige, so lethal from distance. Alonso. Another bounce to Locke. And Johnson another rebound. Danger zone all ready for UNCG. And there's Paige down with 5 points. Trapping pressure. Baldwin down low. Outside to Alonso. And it pops out to Berry. But Paige wanted that one. Couldn't find the real estate down low and the spin. Boy, distance until that one.
Boy, they needed that. Here comes Carolina right back at you.
I don't think there's a goes for Lloyd Burgess.
There's that freshman using his size and girth a little bit on the interior.
Spartans hanging around Paige, the pump fake, little Euro step.
Sweet 16 NCAA tournament team. The 10th time in school history North Carolina was the preseason #1. They were co-#1 along with Kentucky. Great fake by Paige, weaving his way in. What a beautiful play for two.
Get into your primary one and your two options right away, and I think the college players can adapt.
Here's Berry for Paige. He fires it up and drains it. A slick-looking
answer for number 11 in white.
Eves with a quick release, but off the front of the iron. On the run out now, it's Paige to beat everyone to the other end and skips in for two.
And Johnson, and it's taken by North Carolina. Here's Marcus Paige. And Vern Lundquist right now. UCLA goes in the middle. Won't go under. Joe Berry has it. Entry pass. Bryce Johnson off a big game in the win over Tulane. And they stretch the D with this outside shooting. Just a gorgeous stroke. Hey, they love their cats. It's a fun place to do a game at Rupp Arena. It is. It is. We'll be down there in a couple of weeks. Look at the distance. I'm telling you.
And get used to pressure like this and where they need to be. It'll help not turn it over.
Tar Heels double team the ball. Hicks ahead to Paige. Hicks has missed 9 of their last 11 shots. Leading by 10 inside the 7-minute mark. Paige looking for his first. In his 4 years at Chapel Hill, missed the Final Four only once.
How about that?
Morgan for 3, barely grazes the front of the rim, and Justin Jackson comes away with it. His 6th rebound. And Paige.
Basketball, he's really been exceptional in that area this season.
What a block by James. And here's Jackson running the other way. It's a 4-on-3. Kick out Paige, 4-3. Wow. Osadkowski misses badly. And here comes Paige the other way, inside the 4-minute mark. Jackson. Paige for 3 with a hand in his face.
The top
three-point shooter for this Texas team, and a guy who has been incredibly consistent shooting the ball.
Texas back within one. Pinson lost it, got it back. And they play on. Still Carolina ball. Paige with a deep three.
Well, you give them any room. Anytime that Texas doesn't get a throw ahead, if they can't pass the ball ahead, they're going to get a little drag screen in transition. And Taylor can really attack off those.
Paige for three.
He had another one. Remember they had 17 points in the first half. Michigan took out Louisville in 2013. And then after the game, asked down Kate Upton.
That's a strong day. Meeks to the bench with 4 fouls. Paige for three.
How about the pass?
He becomes
right on top of it, but doesn't obscure the fact that Cam Ridley made yet another terrific play.
Got 12 rebounds in this game.
What a split.
And a finish for Paige. Carolina back on top.
Wow. Ball needs to touch the post. Got a box set. Wide open on the slip. They ran that little elevator screen, and Hicks was wide open. Couldn't see him because of the pressure on the ball.
The freshman Davis trying to stay with Jackson. Shot clock's at 5. Hicks kicks to Paige. It's got to be Paige. And he gets it to go.
Bumping and grinding, moving around, especially when you're trying to make a cut, as was in that last possession. And you just have to move your feet. It's about placement. It's about being in the right position rather than being the strongest guy on the court. When you look at the Tar Heels, they're getting open shots. But
there's a load as James comes crashing in for the rebound. All 6'11", 280 of them. Paige on the drive. Paige on the finger roll.
He's such an excellent shooter.
Gibbs tries to split the double, turns it over. Paige on the run out. And an easy deuce. Timeout Davidson. Coach McKinney
to finish with an uncontested layup at the ring.
Johnson outlets it to Paige, who takes it strong. Hoop in the harm. The football game last night in Charlotte, the ACC title game. By the way, we've had several whistles tonight as Paige fires the three and buries it. Several whistles tonight.
On the kick, Layman in the corner, misses the three. Johnson down with a rebound.
Well, Suleiman has become the best passer on this Maryland team. Found Layman wide open in the corner.
He is off to a great start, shooting the ball well, playing good defense. Mark Turgeon loves the attitude, loves the leadership he has brought to the team as well.
He's not the only most outstanding player from the tournament in the building, though.
You're going to keep us in suspense?
Well, you know the answer.
Yeah, but it's not me you're telling. Here's Paige. Boy.
And that's the kind of play that can be an and one. And you can see where Melo Trimble is not only difficult to stay in front of, he finishes through some contact.
Jackson to Paige. Paige around Suleiman. Floater from the baseline. They're putting the big guys for Carolina in ball screens on almost every possession, and it's really working for them right now.
Well, first it draws the big guys away from the basket, but it also gives them opportunities on the roll.
Paige with an absolutely sensational drive and dish by Trimble, and that ties it.
Created that essentially all by himself. That's the 11th assist for Melo Trimble in this game.
Nate Britt's got some pretty good quickness, and he wound up sitting on the deck after that move by Trimble. Carolina's got the lead.
Off the ball up 5 or 6 times.
And Jay Maryland has their first lead of the game. They stay in the 1-3-1. Paige is open, and he knocks down. Dodd jump hook, too strong. Paige. Carolina by 2. Paige puts it up, knocks it down.